time for my dogs on the south side, 2 times for the west and the east coast. More times for you hoes and the snake shit. Lot of hollow tips gunning through the peephole. What they saying, where they at? They ain't running shit. Too divine intertwined with the beat though. They can't take nothing from me. Look, 1 time for my.
Yo, what's good, Macho Sports
Flex.
It's your boy Sway checking in.
It's your boy JP checking in one time.
It's your boy Zay checking in here one time. We're going to start you guys off with the MLB. We in October. Time for the championship series round. Whoever wins these next two next two series, man, they're going to go on to the Fall Classic, the World Series. Who you guys think is going to win that one, man? It was a good divisional series, good couple divisional series games. I'm going to start off with the Braves versus the Brewers. That was a good series. We thought the Brewers were going to, come in and bring it to the Braves, but the Braves came in and gave them that gentleman sweep, if you ask me.
I think it's a revenge for the city of Atlanta because the Bucks, in basketball, the Bucks eliminated the Atlanta Hawks last year.
Yeah, it could be.
So now it's the revenge for the city. The Braves got the Brewers out this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. It
was definitely a good series. Obviously the Atlanta Braves were led by Max Fried. Had a good regular season, Max Fried. Great regular season. He had a great divisional series. Closed out the game for them. Closed out the series for them. They beat the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1. Another team that kind of gave the opposing team a gentleman's sweep. Got the Astros beating the White Sox 3-1. Astros came in 1-2-0 in Minute Maid. They went into Chicago, and I don't know what happened in Chicago that made Ryan Tepera decide to call the Astros out and say, "Oh, we're cheating again." Wanted to bring up the cheating scandal again. Wanted to say that the Astros were cheating somehow in Minute Maid, and
yeah, I know.
Come back game 4, and he gets teed off on.
Man.
Teed off 10-1.
And you know what? Altuve ended it with a homer.
Man, Altuve said, "Fuck you, Chicago."
He stuck that dart.
Man, the Astros did finish the regular season with the most potent offense.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And then we're going to our fifth
straight ALCS.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth straight ALCS. They might as well call it the Astros Invitational.
Right.
Man, bro, the only thing that gets me nervous is the Lance McCullers thing.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, obviously, we're in the series with Boston right now. Little score update, 3-1 right now. Boston's put up 3 runs in 1 inning to our 1. So
right, top of the third.
We'll see if we can come back. Let's go with that potent offense, man. Let's get the bats cracking.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Tuve, start it off.
But, anyways, yeah, that series was pretty good. Another series that was pretty good. Like I said, we don't want to sleep on the Red Hot Red Sox.
It's funny how
it's a tongue twister.
It's funny
Red
how
Hot Red Sox.
You know how it's funny though. We didn't beat the White Sox. They weren't white enough.
We got to keep knocking the Sox off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the White Sox, now the Red Sox.
We need 2 pairs of socks to go into the World Series, so we might as well take 1 of each color.
Man, yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be a good series, man.
We can't get ahead of ourselves. Though.
They had a good series over in Tampa. Tampa kind of took them lightly. I said it. You still wanted to pick Tampa, but I said I said Tampa's gonna take the Boston Red Sox lightly, and Boston gonna come in and spank that ass, and they sure did that, man. 3-1. They beat them.
Yep, and then the walk-off the walk-off fashion, too, that sack fly.
Man, it was a good series, bro. Very, very good series.
And what's crazy is that the Boston has 3 X-ray players on the team, too.
Yeah.
So, of course, they were going to try to take them out.
I really honestly thought that the Rays were going to, do something, but they ended up, obviously looking like nothing like they looked last year. That's for sure.
But talk about the San Francisco. They were in the fight. It's just like they just got beat by a big brother.
Yeah, man, that was another good series right there. San Francisco and LA, obviously a tale of 2 cities. Both of them had more than 100 wins. They were the 2 best teams in the National League this year.
Check swing. Yeah, I don't know about that check swing at the very end of the game, though.
Man, I mean, look, it's very questionable. I agree.
but you got to give it to Mad Max. It's Mad Max, bro.
You're right. He was on fire. Nah, but I wouldn't really give it to Logan Webb. Man, if y'all didn't catch that, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, he had a really good game.
Right, and then not only that, but not only a week ago, he had almost the same thing. 7.5 inning pitch, 0 runs, 5 hits, 0 walks, 10 strikes. He was on fire.
I think what happened was they pulled him too late. If you ask me, I think they pulled him too late. That's we were talking about it earlier. The managers coming to play with the MLB.
Oh yeah.
In the playoffs. That was one of those calls.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You should have pulled him
we
the inning right before.
Yeah,
you should have put him the inning right before, man. Y'all still had the lead. You could have put your closers in. They're just San Francisco. Their manager just didn't get it done. If you ask me, San Francisco had it the whole game.
And then Mookie Betts and Bellinger stepping up for the Dodgers too. So we'll keep an eye out.
Both good playoff players, man. Honestly,
Oh,
Bellinger and Betts, they both show up in the playoffs. I can honestly say that.
Yeah, they're flashing their MVP.
So who you got winning this?
Well, I mean, if we go into the next series, okay.
It's out of the Braves and Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, everybody look. We could sit here and say that the Dodgers are going to sweep the Braves.
I don't think so, man.
But I
think the Braves got a better bullpen.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's going to be to the end.
Even though the Dodgers got Mad Max, but that Braves bullpen, I mean, they got some.
It's going to be who's going to close that game out. Exactly, like Sway said.
Just remember, the Dodgers are without Max Muncy and Clayton Kershaw.
Mm-hmm.
So the Clayton Kershaw would have been a difference maker.
Yeah. Clayton Kershaw is like our Lance McCullers. He's our ace. You know what I mean? He's their ace.
Or it's like us missing Verlander. If we had Verlander right now, imagine us with Verlander.
And Verlander, I mean, honestly, I got my opinion about Verlander. Obviously, the team didn't want him to throw out the first pitch in the divisional series. For some reason, they all voted not to let him throw the first pitch. I don't know if that's something controversial. You know what I mean? Like, what if Verlander's holding out? For what reason? Is he trying to leave?
Probably
like,
so.
What's up? You know what I mean?
Probably ready to retire too, though.
Yeah. So I mean that's a tough one, honestly. We hate to see Verlander go because Verlander did contribute to the 2017 World Series championship. But
a big name on the Astros, man. I want them. I don't know, man. If they can go all the way, maybe this help Carlos' mind to convince him.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one, man. Because they were just talking to him the other day. I think today or yesterday they were talking to him, and he just doesn't see no hope in getting re-signed by the Astros, man. You know what I mean? Like, and what he said, and I quote, he said the Astros don't believe in signing players long term.
We'll see if the Astros have a change of heart.
Yeah. See what happens. Because, I mean, earlier, see, the thing with Correa, man, is he wants 10-year contract. He's 27. He's young.
I wouldn't ideally go maybe 10 years, though. That's a lot of years.
That's what he wants, though. He wants security. You got to think about it, man. He just had a kid. Just got married. He's looking for financial. He's looking for financial security. If you ask me, looking for
big payday,
tenureship. You know what I mean?
He's on his Russell Wilson stuff.
Yeah. So can't blame him. I mean, I get it. He's one of the great shortstops, if not the greatest shortstop in the MLB right now. But we'll see if the Astros can get it done, man. I mean, we obviously lost Springer last year. Everybody said we were going down the drain. Came back and still first in the West. So we'll see what happens if we lose Correa, man. I mean, I think there's you still got MLBDS, man. Don't forget about that guy. He's not Carlos Correa, but
then you got to look at Carlos Correa's defense. What he brings to the table. If he's not hitting with his bat, he's bringing. Diaz
brings some good defense to the table. And also, you can't forget Bregman played shortstop in college, so Bregman could play shortstop. Diaz could play third.
But we've seen Bregman. He's not as good as Correa.
Man, we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right. But we'll see what happens, man. There's going to be 2 good championship series. You got, like I said, the Dodgers and the Braves. And you got the Astros and the Red Sox. Both good teams. Both very, like I said, the Red Sox are red hot.
So, JP, who do you think is going to win? At the bottom of your heart, the Astros or the Red Sox? Tell me, man. I'm not going to judge you.
Man, I could tell you why the Red Sox will win, but I really want the Astros to win. It's just that the Red Sox.
You think their roster's hungry?
I'll tell you what. If I'll give you 2 reasons. They started Chris Sale, right?
Yeah.
For game 1 over Nathan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's just coming off of Tommy John surgery. So I think game 1 is very important because he's coming in with a 4.2 ERA.
Yeah,
This is his second outing since he's played the Nationals and the AL division versus the Rays, and that was the worst performances of the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very hopeful that he will get off to a bad start and we get off on game 1. So that is my prediction because of the manager. Like you said, again, the manager made the call, put in Chris Sales, and I think we're going to take game 1, and that's how we're going to grab it.
Core's not a bad manager, though, so for him to start Chris Sale, I think he's confident in him. Chris Sale could be one of those guys, that kind of goes off in the playoffs and not, doesn't have too good of a regular season, but in the playoffs he comes in clutch. Kind of like Kershaw. Kershaw goes missing in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I obviously got the Astros in that series. We just can't take the Red Sox lightly, man. We can't go into Fenway with a loss. We gotta win. We gotta win these 2 at home at least.
I mean, it goes both ways. We're missing McCullers too. We're starting with Framber Valdez for game 1, and the game 2 we're going with Luis Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
But then look, game 3.
Is it Rodriguez?
Yeah, it's Jose. But then the Cokes game 4. Oh man, then we're gonna have a few pitchers for that one.
Yeah,
We're
gonna
Zach
go with the bullpen
Greinke, Javier or Dorizi.
I would go with Javier.
Jake Odorizzi.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little hard.
Yeah, Jake
game
had
4.
Jake had a rocky regular season, man. If you ask me, very questionable.
I'll have Javier play the first maybe 4.
Actually,
But
I'd have Javier
Greinke-
closed if you ask me. Javier's a closer. I don't think Javier's really a reliever. That's why Javier's stats kind of just slumped this year because he wasn't closing this year anymore.
I just hope McCullers comes back. That'd be the real. Give him some rest.
He's not gonna come back for the championship series. That's for sure. They already ruled that out. So
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna have to
hadn't
make
seen
it to
the
the World
update.
Series. Yeah, he got ruled out for the World Series or for the championship series. We already put our lineups in. Who's gonna play?
Okay.
So that's obviously not gonna happen. Let's not have hope for that. I mean, we're gonna have to see if we can do it without Lance. You
Well,
know?
Like I said,
Give Lance his recovery time, man. I think if we do make it to the World Series, Lance will have a good couple of starts for us against LA or Atlanta, whoever comes out of that one. Gonna be a good series for sure.
I just think, for me personally, I think the Astros probably lose game 1 and come back and win the next 4.
Nah, I don't think they lose today. I think the Astros come back and win it. Like I said, we can't go into Fenway with 2 losses, bro, because that's how you get.
Nah,
That's how
I
you
just
get
said
beat,
that-
bro.
I just said we're gonna go in there and lose probably the first game.
In Fenway?
No. I'm talking about in Houston. The first game we win. The second game we're 1-1. Then we go to
Nah.
Fenway.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go into Fenway 1-1. I'm sorry. Not this year. I don't want to go into Fenway 1-1. I want to go into Fenway 2-0. Have a chance at coming back 2-3 to Houston. You know what I mean? Because the Red Sox, bro, man. I just don't want to get the Astros. I don't want to see them gentlemen sweat, bro. I really don't. We got 3 straight games at Fenway, bro. That's gonna be very tough.
That's
Very
right.
tough.
We got the team to overcome that.
We'll see. See what happens.
Yeah.
Uncle Mike, where you at? If you don't know who Uncle Mike is,
Michael
Look it up.
Brantley. Michael Brantley. I know who Uncle Mike is.
But this next game, the Dodgers versus the Braves. Sway, I'm gonna ask you now. I'm gonna turn it around. Who you think is gonna win that one?
like I said, the Astros gonna come back. They're gonna lose game 1.
No, the Dodgers versus the Braves.
Dodgers versus Braves. I'm gonna go. I want the Braves to win.
The Braves.
It'll be a pretty good classic. Houston versus Braves.
I mean, either way, it's gonna be a classic if Houston goes. But
I mean, I know we want to be Houston homers, and we want to see the Astros go to the World Series, bro. But like I said, you got to get past the red hot Red Sox, man. They're doing really good right now. They obviously took out the number 1 team in Tampa. We can't go in there. Like I said about Chicago, we can't go in there taking them lightly, man. I
but
hope
what,
we didn't do
what
that
about the
today.
Dodgers, the Braves?
Dodgers and Braves, man. If the Dodgers can stay hot like they have been, I think they can win that game. If Max Scherzer needs to have a couple more good games, the two Maxes are gonna go at it eventually, man. Max Fried is also having a very good regular season, like I said. It's gonna be between whoever has the better. Obviously, like Sway said, Atlanta has a better bullpen.
Yes, sir.
The Dodgers kind of rested their bullpen against the Giants. That's why they had their starters play so many innings, because they didn't want to use up their entire bullpen, because they're gonna need them for the championship series, bro. Bullpens matter in the championship series.
Yeah, and I got 3 factors for the Braves on this series. I'm going to tell you 3 things to look out for. Jose already said one of them. One is their bullpen. Charlie Morton, Max Field, and Ian Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Very great. And then the other guy to look out for is Joe Peterson. Very good.
Jock Peterson.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Jock.
Yeah.
Young Jock. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why I said Joe. But then also the other guy is Freddie Freeman. MV free. Let's go. Yeah, let's get it. I think those are the 3 reasons why Atlanta will actually beat the Dodgers.
You can't forget about George Soler over there too.
I mean,
George Soler, he's another good player. But Atlanta has a squad.
yeah, they do.
I mean, like I said, you can't sleep on Atlanta. You can't sleep on any team this year, man.
Charlie Morton also, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, but keep in mind, George Soler's actually tested positive for COVID too.
Yeah, I did see that. But I mean, that doesn't necessarily rule him out for the series, though.
Well, we'll see, because this is a rematch from the 2020 where the Braves had a 3-1 lead.
And the Dodgers came back and
The
won.
Dodgers came back.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy.
I think the Braves get it as
The Braves reinforced their bullpen this
That's what I'm
offseason.
saying. That's why I'm gonna go with the Braves on this one.
Again, that was wrong. Was that the Braves didn't have the bullpen last year, bro? They had the offensive squad. They were putting the runs up, but then when it came down to it, they ran out of gas. That's how you come back on teams. They run out of gas. So we'll see what happens, bro. I mean, it's a 7-game series. It's gonna be good. Definitely gonna be 2 good championship series, man, if you ask me.
Right. So who do y'all guys got? Who do you think is gonna win out of those 2 series? Go ahead and show us in the comments below, and we'll keep y'all guys posted again. So
yeah, again, don't forget to strike out that like button, sack that subscribe button, and don't comment down below for us, guys. Let us know who's gonna be the World Series matchup.
yes, sir. Let's get it.
Work, then work again. What goes around comes around, cycle continuing. Mind on my money, I'm all about dividends. Only catch flight to you, all of your feelings. Kid bumping tips and Jxxy.R know that they feeling it. All in their mouth like a feeling is. Go bring a dentist in. I've been tuned in like I'm off of that Ritalin. Hop in that booth and start riddling. Any